After many years of living in the States, I'm returning to Africa.
Welcome to my favorite place, the beach.
But I'm afraid I may be in for a bit of a culture shock.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really just trying to navigate the landscape without stepping in it.
They cut the beef.
So here we have beef food.
I love to cook.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let my mom do this part.
And you know I love to eat.
Let me have another spoon. I'm just joking.
I'll give you guys an up-close and personal tour of my homeland.
Never accept the first price.
And show you some of my favorite dishes.
Voilà, le poisson à la sauce tomate. Cheers.
We're going to meet some wonderful people and see some amazing things.
I've never, ever petted a cheetah.
Don't run, no matter how scared you are.
So join me as we take the plunge on a journey to Africa a la carte. Africa is the cradle of civilization, and Gabon is the place where I was born. Located on the equator on Africa's west coast, Gabon is alive with culture. Everywhere you go, you can taste the tradition in the air. And nowhere else is the connection to nature more apparent. I can't think of anyone better to share my homecoming to Mother Africa than my own mother, Annette.
This is beautiful. I'm in the biggest market in Gabon called Memwet, and we're gonna show you how we buy fresh vegetables, organic vegetables, how we get fresh chicken. I'm so sorry. Fresh fish, everything organic, and I really wanna show you the culture of Gabon, so let's go. This is fermented cassava that's been soaked in water for about 3 or 4 days, and the way we test if it's good or not is by pushing it. And if it bounces back, that means it's good. Smoked chicken to put in our stew. This is the chocolat lodica that we're going to shred it, and then we make a sauce. Part of the market life is negotiation, so never accept the first price. Merci. Au revoir. So you guys can see this process here. Oh, come on. Here we have the kumbu. Impossible if you're not an expert. Look at everything I just made right now. This is me that just cut all this fresh. So this is how, look how light this is. So you just saw how I did it. I want to show you how she does. How fast that is. I can't even get it. The knife is so sharp, and then at the end, it's just beautiful.
Next, I'm going to get a demonstration of how they kill a fresh chicken.
You want me to put my foot on it too? Oh, I just broke the poor guy's leg. Oh gosh, makes me want to be a vegetarian. They let it shake in this bucket until he loses his life, because after you kill a chicken, it still moves of the nerve that's going on. Then they're gonna put it in this hot water here to loosen the feathers and then pluck them. So see, this process here is very important. Watch how easily the feathers come off. And it's done really, really fast. You have to do it really fast right when you get it out of the hot water.
I don't know about you, but I have had enough shopping for one day. Now that we have all of our ingredients farm fresh from the marketplace, let's go to my family's home to prepare a traditional Gabonese feast.
Welcome to my kitchen. I'm here to show you all of the beautiful food, all of the organic food that we bought today at the market. I'm here to show you how we cook it. Here I am presenting my mother, Annette. She is the biggest influence in my life as far as cooking and every other thing I could think about. And here we have my aunt. This is Mama Angèle. Okay, so we don't go a lot by aunties, we do Mama. So Mama Angèle, she's gonna show us how to do the kumbu today. We're going to be making kumbu with some fresh shrimp, some smoked fish, and we're gonna make a really delicious dish. Okay, so the first step that we're going to do is we're going to take the skin off, because when they smoke this fish, there's a lot of dust and a lot of the charcoal that still stays on there. So the main objective is to clean the smoked fish. The water's already boiling, so I'm gonna put this in water for about 10 to 15 minutes. And after we do that, we're going to take the shrimp and mix it together and make the sauce that goes with the kumbu. Here we have the kumbu that you guys saw at the market. Look at everything I just made right now. This is me that just cut all this fresh. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this as the sauce, and we're going to let it cook for like another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we put on this red oil called palm oil, which is really good. But after that, I'm gonna introduce you now to mabeya. We're going to make smoked chicken and a sauce called, comment on dit ça? Niembe. It is the hardest thing to say. Encore? Le niembe. But right now we're gonna cut this chicken. It's a smoked chicken. It's a very big deal in Gabon, and it adds so much flavor to our meals. While she's doing that, she's also gonna be putting this in the sauce. The sauce, we're going to use an outside kitchen. It's very important here in our culture that we use the outside fire where we put wood, and it has a different little taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and step off and get some of the seeds that we bought. So we're gonna wash these. And then this is gonna go on the fire. We're gonna let it boil. It's gonna make a delicious sauce. Okay, so after we boil it, we're gonna smash it. After we smash it, we're going to make it into a sauce called niembe. It's one of the most difficult words to say. Now we're going to get ready to do a vegetable called folan. And folan is a very healthy, rich legume that we're going to mix with shrimp and lobster, which we call langouste. So Mama Yosh is going to be able to cook that for us. Yay, Mama Yosh. Donc she's gonna first wash this. We're gonna wash it together. Okay, and then we're gonna cut it into little pieces. After we cut it into little pieces, we're gonna put it in hot water and add the shrimp and add the lobster right afterwards and a little bit of seasoning that we bought. So while she's doing that, we can go ahead and start on our main dish, which is the lodika, the chocolate that we were talking about earlier. It's the national dish. So my mom is gonna be able to show us how we make that from scratch. Maman Annette, s'il vous plaît. We're going to do it with red snapper. So what we're going to do, my mom has already started the process. I'm gonna go ahead and make it with this hot pepper here, really hot. You gotta be careful. You do not wanna open this unless you really like hot sauce. And here we're gonna cut the fish. Okay, we're gonna cut it in 4 pieces. And she's really good at this.
Là, tu peux casser l'os.
Okay. Oh non, 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 je ne peux pas faire ça. Je vais faire comme ça. I'm just gonna go ahead and let my mom do this part. Tiens, maman. No, 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 you're the professional. D'accord, okay. That's, you know, my mom always makes me get down and dirty with the food. And then I'm gonna let her go ahead and show me the technique of breaking the bone down.
Maintenant, je vais...
Oh, mon Dieu. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're going to put the pot on the stove and onion and garlic. Right now, I'm gonna get ready to set the table, and I'm gonna meet you back at dinner and show you exactly what we've been cooking. Okay, welcome back. All the hard work, all the shopping, all the market life. This is the conclusion of what we came up with, all the women that's helped me today. Okay, it's time to eat. I'm gonna have a little bit of the kumbu, a little bit of the chicken, smoked chicken here with the sauce, niembe. Here I'm gonna have some fresh fish with lodika sauce, national dish. Very, very delicious. I'm gonna have some folan with some fresh shrimp, fresh fish, and bon appetit.
This is what it's really all about.
Oh, now it's time to eat everything that we've done today. Yes.
Food always tastes better when you share with the people you love. Anywhere you go in Gabon, you're never far from nature. So I wanted to take you to this wilderness preserve to show you where some of the food we ate last night comes from. Now, we're going up the shoreline to the coastal forest where so many exotic plants thrive.
We're here, we just got off the boat, Francois and I. He's taking me to the savannah. Okay, so let's go.
Ok, là on peut voir par exemple, ça c'est les crottes de buffle.
Ça veut dire quoi, les caca?
Oui, les caca de buffle.
So here we have beef poop.
Oui.
So there's part of the proof that there is wildlife in the savannah. Okay, Francois and I are going to go into the forest. Okay, yesterday guys, we ate the kumu. It was what you saw at the market, that the women were cutting it very, very fast. The thing that I tried to do, this is found here in the forest in Gabon. So just again to show you how natural our ingredients are. One of my favorite dishes in Gabon. You guys, come over here. I want you to see this. Everybody needs to see. This is just amazing. This is why I came here, and this is what I wanted to see. I'm actually touching elephant poop. Elephants eat this lodika, which is the chocolate sauce that I explained to you yesterday that we cooked with the fish. They eat it, they poop it out, It goes into the ground, and look at the actual fruit that's coming out. This is the actual lodica. And this is how it reproduces itself. So here we go. This is what my goal was to see. Francois and I just got out of the forest. It was just really, really magical, and I'm so happy that you showed this to me. Merci beaucoup. And now we're gonna leave. Let's go home. Let's get out of here.
Attention, faut pas aller. Oups.
Next time, wear boots.
Coming up on Africa à la carte.
Hey guys, this is where it all happens. This is where the magic works. Now we're gonna work together to bring that fish on to the beach. Let's go work as a family and help these people bring in the net.
And later,
Right behind me is the Orlando Towers. So there's more we can do here, like bungee jumping. I've never done that before in my life, and I get to do it for the first time in South Africa.
it's a brand new day in Gabon, and what better place to welcome it than on the West Coast, where the warm Atlantic waters feed the people both physically and spiritually.
Welcome to my favorite place, the beach, where I'm happy, where I can get away and be one with nature, where I can relax, but most importantly, where I can get fresh fish, fresh seafood from the ocean to the kitchen. This is where it all happens. This is where the magic works. Now we're gonna work together to bring that fish on to the beach. Let's go work as a family and help these people bring in the net.
Not far away in the forest, the local people use every part of nature to make what they need.
As you can see, I'm surrounded by palm trees. An actual wine that we drink here is called palm wine, and it comes from these trees. We literally cut down the tree, and the liquid that comes out of this is wine that you can drink every single day. And we're gonna learn the process through these two guys. Willie and Kevin is gonna show me, they're gonna explain to me exactly how we get the palm wine that we have here in Gabon. So the first thing they do is they cut down the actual tree. So they have to clean it off and cut each branch off. Then they open the branch. So the actual wine that we're going to drink is come from exactly this branch here. What they do is they cut a hole into it. They put a tube in it. The tube permits the liquid to fall into a container. So this is actually on the bottom of the tree, and this is where the juice flows into. They filter it, they filter it, they filter it, and then it becomes the wine that we will be drinking a little later. On devait laisser un peu. Mais bon, this is the most natural wine that you can have. That's it. It's as simple as that. Bon, on fait cheers.
Voilà.
Cheers.
À la santé.
À la santé. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Très gentil. Hey guys, we are here at the National Parks of Gabon, where we make the Mowabi oil, a multifunctional oil that you can cook with. You can put on your hair, rub on your skin, use for infections, anything you can think of. It's a multifunctional oil. We're here with Mama Colette. She's gonna show us exactly the process of how we extract the oil from this magical nut. Bonjour, Mama Colette. C'est vraiment un plaisir de venir ici. I'm thanking her very much for taking us today and taking the time actually to explain to us this amazing oil. That Mowabi is the actual tree. The tree produces a nut. The actual oil that is produced by the Mowabi is a traditional oil that started in Africa that they actually started using cooking-wise, using it for cooking purposes only. It's not just to cook with. It's good for everything. Your skin, your hair, to eat. It's a magical oil, it's multifunctional. Okay, here we are back again with Mama Colette. She's gonna show us exactly how we make this amazing oil from beginning to end. Now I can smash, now I can go crazy and smash it as hard as I want. In order for the oil to come out of the actual seed, you have to smash it like all the way down, completely. No grains, anything. You have to just keep on smashing it to extract that oil. a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. That's why it's so amazing, though. We've just smashed a lot of Moabi nuts, put it out in the sun, let it dry, bring it back into the pot, and add hot water slowly, 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 and it extracts that oil. And I'm going to show you the results. This is the results of the Moabi oil, the Moabi nut. So you can literally grab it and eat it. It's good.
Coming up,
Hey guys, I'm here in South Africa, Van Rain's Brandy Distillery. We're gonna find out why this brandy is the best in the world. Oh goodness, how exciting is this?
now our African adventure takes us to a second port of call, Cape Town, South Africa.
You've been with me to Gabon, cooking with my family. Now we're in Cape Town. We're going to show you how I make food, how I've gathered all the influence that I've seen. We're going to bring it to my kitchen table, and I'm going to show you some original recipes that I came up with. So let's continue this journey and buy some fish, and let's go have some fun. Let's go, yeah! Hi.
Hello.
What kind of fish is this?
Red snapper, yellow tail.
Okay. When were these caught?
Came in this morning.
Okay, I love fresh fish. All right, so I picked out the fish. I'm very excited. 3 red snappers. We're gonna get the fish clean and get started in the cooking process. Okay, so first I'm going to make le poisson à la sauce tomate, which means fish with tomato sauce. We start with garlic. There's no need to cut the garlic at this point because we're going to be crushing it and making a paste. Grab 2 handfuls, I've already pre-measured these, parsley and coriander. Grab an onion, cut the onion, make small chunks just so that it's easier to smash. We're also going to add a red pepper. I will take the seeds out because if you have children, for example, it will be difficult for them to eat this dish. But if you take the seeds out, at least you can control the spiciness of the dish. The seeds are what makes it really, really hot. Add a green pepper now. Now I'm going to bring the paste all together and show you how the magic happens. Grab this here, add a little bit of oil, very important. Add a pinch of pepper. Start with 2 pinches of salt. Add parsley and coriander, a little bit at a time. You don't want to have too much because then it's going to be too difficult to make a paste. You just want to put some woman power into this and smash it. You can even do this. Okay, so now that we made the paste, here I have the fish. I've already pre-sliced a few of them. And you want to kind of just get in there a little bit so that when you stuff it, it goes into the actual meat and doesn't fall out. So now that we have the fish, grab the paste and stuff the fish. Don't worry about, making a mess because it's all about having fun in the kitchen. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit and stuff it. And after this process, I'm going to do every single fish and then I'm going to fry. Okay, so I went ahead and preheated the oil. So just let the fish fry for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side and then turn it over. Now start the sauce tomates. So add some cabbage, grab 3 carrots. I'm going to add mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I can eat mushrooms with anything. I'm not going to cut them. I'm not going to take the stems off. I'm going to keep it just like this. It's simple. Definitely when you're making tomato sauce, you definitely want to add onions and garlic because we want to fry the onions by itself. Add maybe 2 tablespoons of oil. You don't want to put too much oil in this one. Add the onions first. Add a spoon of the paste. I'm using 1 can of whole tomato. Add just 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. Go ahead and add the salt now. It's about a tablespoon of salt. I'm going to add another tablespoon of pepper. I'm also going to add just a little kick to it, which is going to be our cayenne pepper, just a little bit. Go ahead and add the carrots first, since it does take the longest. The mushrooms are going to be added now. All the vegetables are going to be in this dish. Cover it for about 10 minutes and see how it looks. So we fried the fish, it's all done. We already started the sauce is boiling, which is good. Now we're going to add the fish to the sauce. Turn down the heat, cover it, et voila. We're going to be accompanying this with rice. We're going to still use our paste that we made in the beginning. You could just put that on the side here. And for the star of the show, the fish, go ahead and grab a nice big piece here. It smells so good. Et voilà. Le poisson à la sauce tomate, made by yours truly.
It's been said that no one can live on bread alone, and no trip to South Africa would be complete without sampling the fruit of the vine. The Van Ryn's distillery was established in 1845, and they still carry on in the ways of the old world.
Hey guys, I'm here in South Africa, Cape Town, and I'm sitting here with Anthea at Van Ryn's Brandy Distillery. We're gonna find out why this brandy is the best in the world.
So today I'm going to be showing you how we actually make the world's best brandy.
Okay.
We're going to go into the distillery where I'll show you how the magic happens.
Yes.
And then we'll go to the cooperage and they'll show you how barrels were made in the olden days.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
As you look around, Sandrina, you see all the different size pot stills.
I do.
The ones at the back that look like onion shapes,
Okay.
those are actually John Doerr pots. They're over 100 years old and they are from England.
Okay.
And then the ones to your right, those are Saval pots. They're over 60 years old and they are from France. The Saval pots are the ones we make the brandy with. First distillation. It takes roughly about 8 hours. We would pop the base wine, which I said is Chenin Blanc, into the preheater. It will come down into the pot. As I say, they'll start heating it up. So obviously your alcoholic vapors will start to rise first,
Yes,
okay?
definitely.
So those will come up through the swan's neck, through the preheater, and into the condenser. Condensers back down into the liquid, and now we've turned our base wine into low wine. Now second distillation, about the same thing happens, but something magical happens right at the end, and this is where we are now turning our liquid from low wine into brandy.
Interesting. So what are we going to learn now?
We have to learn how to make a barrel so that we can be putting our product into it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Sandrina, I'd like to introduce you to Uncle Neville.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Uncle Neville has been a cooper at Van Ryn's for 36 years, and he is going to show you how to make a barrel from scratch.
From scratch.
Yeah.
The first thing what the cooper must do, he must cut an angle in the wood. And this is the angle.
How long did it take for you to perfect that?
The apprentice is 30 years.
How long do you think it would take me to do that?
After that, we go right around and it will stand on its own and it will look like this one here. It's a little bit uneven here on top, so we use these handmade tools to make it level on top.
Wow.
So what our coopers do when we finish a barrel, we play a little tune on it.
So let's hear this too. Bravo. That was beautiful.
So, on the nose of the world's best brandy.
Oh goodness, how exciting is this?
Gooseberries, vanilla, and cherries. And then
Right.
on the palate, you can take a sip.
Okay.
Again, getting those strong dried fruit characters.
It's
The
very
oak
strong.
really comes through really nicely, but right at the end there's a bit of coffee. And
Let's
now
move
comes
on.
the fun part.
Oh,
You get to pair it with chocolate.
Okay.
So these chocolates are made specifically for the brandy. Okay. So with the 12-year-old, you have an espresso bean chocolate.
Okay.
So you can open that up.
all right.
Take a nice big bite so you really coat the mouth.
Okay.
Okay, chew, chew, chew. Let it really coat your mouth, coat the palate. Okay, and right before you're about to swallow, take a sip of your brandy. Okay, and what that does, it just emphasizes the last flavor note, which is that coffee. It makes it a little softer.
This is delicious. Seriously, I'm going to have chocolate and brandy every night.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you
I'm
so much,
glad you
Anthea.
enjoyed it.
Yes, all right.
Coming up on Africa a la carte.
I've never, ever petted a cheetah.
Don't run, no matter how scared you are.
And how fast does he run?
120 kilometers.
That's fast.
Our next stop in South Africa is to the heart of cuisine and culture, Johannesburg. This neighborhood market has food and fashion from all over the world.
Hi guys, I'm back in the market in downtown Johannesburg. How do I look? Do I look amazing? Hi guys, hey, we're here with Isran, okay, and something fresh.
She's a girl and she's on fire. Can we get a phone number?
You gonna call me? I'll call you back, huh?
So this is my Goujon chicken.
Okay.
And for love, we add watermelon, you know?
Okay guys, here I am with Jean-Marc. We're here at his paella, and tell us about how you make this.
Oh, okay. So this is seafood paella. This one is our popular paella.
The most popular one is the seafood. We have some
Calamari.
calamari,
We have mussels.
mussels, and prawns.
Yeah.
In Africa, we make paella
Yeah.
just as good as Spanish people,
Yes,
right?
actually even more than
Even
Spanish.
better than Spanish
Now we
people.
get
That's
Spanish
a challenge
people
for
as
Spanish
well.
people, right? Right. It's delicious. What do you have?
Indian.
It's Indian,
Yes.
okay. So a lot of spices.
Yes,
What's this that you do with the bread?
it's called a bunny chow.
Is this real bunny, like rabbit?
No, no. You take the
It's not rabbit, guys. It's not
No,
rabbit. It's
no.
just called bunny chow.
It was easier to put the curry into the bread. In the old days, you know, when the people came from India, they weren't allowed to go into restaurants.
Okay.
So they used to go like a side entrance and order the meal.
Okay. Can you show me how to put that inside?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
come on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mary, please tell me what the first thing that I do.
So you fill it up with the curry.
Gonna mix it up with some
Yeah.
potatoes in there.
Yeah, into the bread.
This is my kind of girl. I'm a sauce kind of girl, you know? So any kind of sauce, more sauce, I'm always for that.
So it gets soaked into the bread.
We want to soak the bread. Is that the objective here?
Yes,
Is to soak
yeah.
the bread. Okay, now I'm gonna taste this and tell you exactly how it tastes. I'll be very honest. So delicious. The spices, everything is delicious. Seriously, c'est très très bon. Magnifique. Super. Bon appétit.
Johannesburg has a thriving food scene, and I want to introduce you to one of its biggest talents, Vusi, known as the Blackanese, for bringing sushi to South Africa. He's been owner of some of the hottest seafood restaurants in Johannesburg, and now his rooftop parties are the stuff of legends.
Hey guys, I'm still here in Johannesburg with a very special guest, Vusi, going to learn a very special dish that he only makes for his guests, and it's salmon. It's going to be delicious. He's going to teach us step by step of how to make the special marinade that he puts on the salmon. So, Vusi, huh? I said it right?
Right.
Yes. Okay, so where do we begin? How do we get started on this?
This is a very simple dish, easy to make. What I'm going to show you now here is actually how to put together that sauce. You know, you've got some fresh chili here.
Now, is
you
this
know.
spicy? How
Yeah,
hot is
very,
this from
very,
1 to
very,
10?
very,
From 1 to
very.
10, how spicy?
You can say 6.
6. That's not too spicy.
So what I've got here, I've got some lemon oranges,
Okay.
and then I'll also have some honey and some sesame
So
seeds.
how much sesame
Sesame
oil?
seeds.
Like a spoon or 2?
Look, just throw it in there.
Taste
and
as
then,
you
and
go.
then, yeah, you taste as you go. Because a chef that doesn't taste what it cooks,
It's not a chef.
a chef.
I mean, come on.
What we need to do, we need to get our stove nice and warm,
Okay.
and then throw this into the stove, throw some vegetables, then we're good to go.
Okay, let's do it. Right here on the stove, getting ready to grill the salmon and steam the vegetables. Tell me what you're doing, Vusi.
Okay, so now we've got our steamed vegetables. So here what we're going to do, these babies, just gonna coil them quickly.
So we're just searing these. We're not going to cook them fully all the way, correct? We're just
Definitely,
searing them because with
yeah.
salmon you don't want to overcook salmon. You
don't
never
overcook
want to
it, you
overcook
overcook it.
salmon.
So what I've just done then, I've just thrown in some of the sauce that I've just made.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long are we going to sear this for about?
Just about another 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Okay.
So what you do, if you keep it on a low heat,
So we're reducing the sauce now.
Yeah, there you
Do we want to make it a little bit thicker?
it becomes nice and thick.
Yes.
There we go. Now you've got your sauce, it's nice and thick. Time to dish.
All right, time to dish. Okay, Vusi and I are going to plate the salmon and put the vegetables on there and taste the food and let you guys know how it tastes, how good it is. Let's go.
Ba-bum.
There we have it. Let's taste this food. I'm excited. This is absolutely delicious. Seriously, I can eat this like all day. No more for you. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll see. I'll see you again.
Great.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Enchanté.
Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I need to take a break from eating.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm at the Lion and Safari Park. I'm going to pet some lions, pet some cheetahs. Wish me luck. Let's go. Hi. Look at how big your eyes are. How are you? Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm getting your food. All right, there you go. I'm here with Matilda. We're going to give me some do's and don'ts of petting a baby lion.
You don't touch the head, you don't touch the tail. You can pet them on their belly, on their back, and please don't pick them up.
I will not pick them up. Don't worry about that. Okay, so let's go see. All right. Oh, look at how cute that is. Can I touch the belly?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They're not very rough.
Yeah, baby. Hey. Hey, baby. Will you marry me? All right. Okay. Well, at what age do they start to eat like whole chickens or meat?
We don't feed them chicken.
No, I don't.
At 6 months, they 3 times a week because they have a very slow metabolism. So if you overfeed them, they won't have time to digest all the food that they eat.
Okay, well, I learned so much so far about baby lions. What are we going to see next?
The cheetah.
The cheetah. Okay, well, let's go see the cheetahs, guys.
Oh.
I've never, ever petted a cheetah.
Don't run, no matter how scared you are. And when you touch the cheetah, you don't touch him on his belly and his feet. That's like the most sensitive areas.
Okay, that's clear. That's clear. No tickling.
No tickling. His name is Sabu.
Sabu. Okay, Sabu. You like that? Okay, I'm gonna try to go for the tail now.
Hold the tail up.
Okay. Do I rub it? Don't fart on me.
Yeah, they're just like any other cats. But then the difference with him is the claws. They're always out, they don't retract. And then the famous tear mark on the face is like you and me wearing sunglasses just to reflect the light because they do most of their hunting during the day.
And how fast does he run?
120 kilometers.
That's fast. That's really fast. All right, thank you, Matilda, so much for giving me this wonderful experience. And it was a pleasure to meet you, Sabu.
Coming up on Africa a la carte.
I'm standing in the beautiful town of Soweto on Vilakazi Street. This is very magical. Let's go take a look and explore this beautiful town. Hey guys, I'm still in South Africa, Johannesburg, with a very, very special guest, Bongi. We're going to learn how to make malva pudding, something I've never heard of, something I've never made in my life. So, Bongi, very nice to have you here. Welcome. Please tell me everything you know about malva pudding.
Malva is one of our favorite dishes, a dessert in South Africa.
So, let's start with what ingredients do you use?
Okay, I have normal flour.
Okay.
This is butter. We have milk.
Okay.
I have vinegar.
Okay.
I have salt.
Okay.
I have baking soda.
Baking soda.
I have here apricot jam. We have eggs and castor sugar here.
What's castor sugar?
It's more finer than your normal sugar.
Okay.
Okay, I have cream.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, cool. First thing first, we need to melt the butter.
Okay, so we're going to put that on the stove.
So we melt that first,
Okay.
and then we'll add our milk and the vinegar afterward.
What temperature are we putting the oven on?
We've already preheated the oven to 190 degrees.
The butter's melting.
Now we're going to add then our milk, and then we're going to add the vinegar. It's gonna turn the milk looking like it's sour milk. Okay, now we're going to mix our dry ingredients. This is the plain flour.
Plain white flour.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sieve it. You're going to mix the eggs here.
Okay.
You will add these ingredients together.
Now, how much? What am I doing?
It's already being measured. This is
all of this.
Yes, 500 grams of the castor sugar. I've just sifted the flour and the salt. Okay, what I'm going to ask you, just mix our dry ingredients using this mixer.
Okay.
I will whip these eggs with the castor snow sugar.
Okay.
Okay, let's add get our apricot jam. We're going to get our hot mix.
Okay.
So we're just gonna add this.
Gonna mix fast?
Yes.
Okay,
just
so I'm
mix.
mixing fast here.
While you're mixing, I'm gonna just add our egg sugar mix into that.
Okay. It already looks delicious.
What I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix to get it to a nice and smooth texture before we can get it into the oven. So we can go ahead and just scoop it into our already prepared bowl. Now to the oven.
How long is this going to take in the oven?
It should take us about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna make the sauce.
Okay.
We're gonna melt the butter again. Ooh.
Yes, lots of butter.
And add the other ingredients as well. This is fresh cream.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to bring this onto the stove, melt it together, and make our sauce. We're waiting for our malva cake to bake for 45 minutes, and we'll be right back with Bongi, and we'll see the end results. We're finally finished with the sauce. Bongi's bringing over the malva pudding. We're gonna put it together and taste it. So it's been about 45 minutes. It's looking good. It smells delicious.
Okay.
Next step.
The next step now, we need to pour the sauce over the malva.
Okay.
So you need to scoop a little bit at a time. You want to spread it evenly across your pudding cake.
So the pudding looks like it's going to be absorbing the sauce.
It will definitely absorb.
So don't get
the
scared when you see the actual pan filling up. The cake is going to absorb all of the juice and all of the sauce that we're putting on. Okay, the malva pudding is finally absorbed all of the sauce. We're going to plate it.
It's nice and juicy.
It is. Add some ice cream and custard, just in case you don't have enough going on here. I am excited to eat this. I will make sure that I'll run 3,000 miles.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, definitely not today.
Good.
So here is our final product, the malva pudding made by Bongi. I'm so excited to taste this with you.
Go ahead,
Thank you
sister.
so much,
Enjoy.
sister. Let's go ahead and enjoy it together. Okay, bon appetit. This is delicious. And this is something I would definitely be eating at home. Let me have another spoon. I'm just joking. Thank you so much for coming.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much. I'm standing in the beautiful town of Soweto on Vilakazi Street. We will see where Nelson Mandela lived. Not only Nelson Mandela, but another Nobel Peace Prize winner, Desmond Tutu. We will see where they live. They live on the same street, guys. This is very magical. Let's go take a look and explore this beautiful town. Oh, wow. Like a necklace. Oh, wow. Beautiful. This is. We finally made it to 8115 Vilakazi Street, where Nelson Mandela actually lived when they took him to prison, arrested him from this house. Now, this house is one of the most popular destinations in South Africa. It stands as a monument to Nelson Mandela's ideals of freedom and equality. Coming up on Africa a la carte. I've never done bungee jumping before in my life, and I get to do it for the first time in South Africa. We're still in the beautiful town of Soweto. Right behind me is the Orlando Towers. So there's more we can do here, like bungee jumping. I've never done that before in my life, and I get to do it for the first time in South Africa. These towers are 100 meters tall. That's over 328 feet. As I ascend to the top in the elevator, I'm thinking that this is a lot higher than it looks. This is definitely not what I signed up for. Is it too late for second thoughts?
can say is I'm glad I didn't eat lunch first.
Okay, Ale, c'est combien? I went bungee jumping for the first time. It was scary. I saw my life flash before my eyes, but it was a wonderful experience, and I'm not sure if I'll do it again, the bungee jumping part, but I'll definitely come to Orlando Towers. So let's continue to have fun. Let's go. We're going to go eat some chisinyama, which is barbecued on a grill. We're gonna find out right now how they make it. How do they barbecue it? What's different from the barbecue that we know in America, for example? So let's go check it out. Let's taste a little bit. Let's eat and let's have fun. Hey guys, hello. Oh good, this looks delicious. So what are you making right now? Chisinyama. How did you guys come up with the chisinyama?
Chisinyama means burn meat.
To burn meat. In what language? Zulu, okay. Chisinyama means to burn meat in Zulu language, which is what we call barbecue in the States. I see this spice rub. What is this spice rub here?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Okay, wow, we have similar words but different meanings.
While enjoying my lesson in grilling,
Doing some chisinyama out of smoke.
I feel like there's still so much I want to know. So when I hear that my old pal Vusi is hosting one of his famous rooftop parties, you know I have to check it out.
Welcome to the rooftop barbecue. So what are we cooking here today?
It's called the seafood barbecue. You've got trout, you've got angelfish, we've got shrimps on the fries. This is actually a homemade sauce.
Homemade sauce.
Yeah.
What is in the sauce?
Some coriander, fish
Coriander.
spice. You've got a bit of 7 spice.
7 spice.
You've got a bit of chicken marinade.
Chicken mayonnaise.
And the most important ingredient,
Which is?
which is love.
Love.
Which is love.
Love. You know, put love in your food.
love.
Come on.
So this is the same concept of chisanyama.
Yes.
But usually chisanyama is the red meat. But we do seafood.
Yeah, because it's burnt seafood instead
Seafood.
of burnt. So what do you serve with your fish?
You get this chai rice, the very same sauce that we use on our fish. We actually throw on that rice.
I can't wait to taste the food.
The music.
The music. Music. You gotta get
Music.
down. Hey.
Can you get down? What?
Oh my God, is this for me?
That's for you.
Is this what we cook today? Me and you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
This trip back to Africa has been so incredible. I've made new friends,
Okay, thank you so much.
tasted new flavors,
I can eat this like all day. No, no more for you.
and had new experiences.
I'm so sorry.
I hate to leave, but one thing's for sure. This visit will inspire me to create new dishes that will incorporate all I've learned.
Very, very delicious.
You never know what we'll be cooking up next on Africa a la carte.